gathering over here on the right. All right. Gather over here, everyone. Nice tight huddle. I think we managed to see everyone through. So just to get a rough idea, hands up, first time to St Paul's. Oh, that's a big majority. Special welcome to you. A few of you have been before, I'm sure. We're standing in a cathedral that's just over 300 years old. So we've had a successive number of churches and now cathedrals dedicated to St Paul the Apostle on the same site. The first one, the year 604. So it's one of the oldest sites of Christian worship in the country. But one of the big disasters in London's history occurred in the year 1666. A fire broke out in a baker's shop about 3/4 of a mile north of us. London was mainly built of wooden timber buildings. In 3 days, 13,500 houses went up, including the old cathedral that was on this site that had stood for 550 years. Old St Paul's. Stone walls, wooden roof, big tower and a spire on top. Yeah? So this has been here just over 300. The previous cathedral, over 500 years. And old St Paul's, as we refer to it, was on the same site, but it was aligned at a slightly different angle, even bigger than today's cathedral. But nothing left standing after the fire. So an architect by the name of Christopher Wren, W-R-E-N, put forward a few different plans to rebuild the old cathedral. And eventually, by 1675, the third plan he put forward was accepted and the foundation stone laid. It took him 35 years overseeing the construction of this cathedral. And this cathedral was built during the term of office of one Bishop of London. One architect, one Bishop of London. And this is the cathedral where we've had some pretty important services over the years. 1806, Nelson's funeral. 1852, the Duke of Wellington. 1965, Churchill's funeral. 10 years ago, Margaret Thatcher's funeral was held here. Yeah, and the Queen only attended 2 funerals of Prime Ministers in 70 years. Churchill and Thatcher, both. The Queen's Silver Jubilee was in 77, Golden 2002, Diamond 2012, Platinum last year. So she was quite a frequent visitor here. In fact, she was here in 2010 Can you move forward a little bit, guys, just to walk in? Thank you. Sorry. She was here in 2010 for a big service to mark the 300th anniversary of the completion of this cathedral. And also 2010 marked the end of 15 years of restoration, cleaning up the stonework inside and out. So it's back to its original appearance. So this is the original 17th century font that was designed by a man called Francis Bird, who also did all the sculptures that you'll see above the west entrance if you're going out for photographs later on. Yeah, the beautiful sculptures above the pediment. And some of you with longer memories might well recall a sunny Saturday, just like this morning, in July 1981, when Lady Diana Spencer walked up this aisle to marry Prince Charles. And that was the kind of exception rather than the rule. Most royal weddings, Westminster Abbey or Windsor. But that was a huge event, of course, for those that can remember it. So, let's take you further down. Thank you.
Really early.
Yeah, in Laverne. We watched it in Laverne.
Are you always at Christmas?
Exactly. That's I didn't think.
The sign over there says "Home Together" is this way. I don't see anything outside.
Okay, guys, everyone with Jason, just gather in as much as you can. Thank you. All right, guys. Well, first things first. Looking straight up, we've got 65,000 tons of lead above our heads right now. Well, actually, let me explain that in a bit more detail, because this is the inner dome that's wood covered with plaster and painted with scenes from the life of St. Paul. And above the inner dome, there's this huge brick conical shaped structure that's load bearing for the outer dome. But for people who visit St. Paul's and have a bit more time than we do this morning and don't mind paying a bit extra and have a great deal more energy, I'd imagine, can do 538 steps, yeah, all the way to the gallery that's on top of the dome. When you're going out for photographs, yeah, later, have a look, because there's a little gallery called the Golden Gallery perched on top of the outer dome. For those that only want 230 odd steps, then you can access the gallery. Can you see the balcony?
Yeah.
That's the Whispering Gallery. And when you get up there and you sit down,